Pretty stunning number, 3.28 million. 3.28 million jobless claims filed for the week here in the United States. We knew it was coming. It's rough. And the country is scrambling to help as many Americans as possible while continuing to sort of have essentially a shutdown of the country. Many people staying home. Streets are empty in many parts of the country. Some places are doing better than others, I must say. It's a strange feeling to hear about my friends and family kind of holed up in their apartments in other parts of the country. And I looked out last night, and there's about 10 or 12 kids on the beach, all just throwing a football, hanging out, shoulder to shoulder, no social distancing out the window. It's kind of odd, and I don't even know how pragmatically you deal with that. Beaches are supposed to be closed here. They're not enforcing that at all. There's a battle in Tampa Bay where I live among the city government officials. Some of the commissioners want to close the parks. The parks are filled with people who are exercising. They're practicing social distancing. I drove by one the other day, and there were a pretty good amount of people in a park, but they were all apart from each other. But they're outside, and they're looks like some of them were with trainers, and they're exercising. They're trying to get out of the house a little bit. You get back to that question: how long can this go? But we certainly know that yesterday was the deadliest day that we've had so far in terms of deaths in the United States. More than 200 people died from COVID-19 yesterday. It's a new high. We've now had over 1,000 deaths here in the United States, 69,000 cases of COVID-19. I shared with you yesterday that one of my sons has been tested. He's had some mild symptoms. I'm really surprised he got tested as quickly as he did. But he has been told there is a backlog, and it's taken a while to get results back. He was told to self-quarantine and wait for 7 to 10 days. He feels pretty good. He's got a mild cough, a little bit of tightness in his chest, feels a little lethargic. Who knows? I mean, as I joked with him, you just described the way about 3/4 of the American people are feeling. So it's hard to say. You never know. I'm praying for him. I'm sending all my kids, FYI, these Omaha Steaks stock-up packages. Boy, is that a godsend. And I've sent all 4 of my sons Omaha Steaks stock-up packages. Of course, it's got all the meats and the beef and all the stuff from Omaha Steaks, burgers and Franks. It's like $89 plus free shipping when you use the promo code Mike G. So if you want to send somebody a care package that will light them up, all of my kids were like, yeah, Dad, that'd be great. Are you kidding me? Fill up the freezer with steaks and burgers and Franks and goodies from Omaha Steaks. The Omaha Steaks butchers are still at it, and so glad to make that offer available to you. When you go to omahasteaks.com, type in Mike G in the search bar, and you'll see the stock up sale pop up. It's like $89, and it's a huge amount of meat and free shipping, which is really, really special. So omahasteaks.com, be sure to type in Mike G in the search bar and send an Omaha Steaks package. But that's what we're doing. We're all we're scrambling with we're fighting through all of this. And my goodness, the media is just fighting back against President Trump. A very peculiar thing is happening. The president's approval ratings are growing, and the media is frantic because they can't believe it. I saw a headline, I think it was at Mediaite the other day, shocking new Gallup poll. Trump gets a 60% approval rating for his handling of coronavirus. You talk to a Trump hater, they think the guy is lying about everything, every second of every day. He brings up the panel of experts. He brings up Dr. Fauci, Dr. Birx. He brings up the Treasury Secretary, the Vice President. He brings up all these experts, the Attorney General. And they don't want to carry the conferences. And do you know why they don't want to carry the press conferences, these coronavirus conferences? They don't want to carry them because they're seeing the polls, and they're recognizing that the president is exhibiting leadership in a way that I would hope any president would, and they hate it. They hate it. They think that if they keep carrying these press conferences, he's just going to soar to be reelected in November. Here's Rachel Maddow on MSNBC, cut number 16, suggesting that we just can't carry these press conferences anymore. It's just wrong to provide this kind of information to the American people. Now, understand, the ratings for these press events where these coronavirus leaders are talking to the American people, they're like skyrocketing. The numbers are huge. People watch them. Everybody kind of stops what they're doing to see what information they're getting. They answer every question they can. They stand there for an interminable period of time. It's an hour, hour and a half. I mean, these are long conferences. Well, Rachel Maddow, for one, thinks it's a bad idea to let the American people see them.
I mean, there may be other people in the federal government who are saying things that are true, but these daily briefings from the White House are a litany of things from the president that would be awesome if they were true, if they were happening, but they're not. And so the sooner we come to terms with that, I think the better for all of us. If it were up to me, and it's not, I would stop putting those briefings on live TV. Not out of spite, but because it's misinformation. If the president does end up saying anything true, you can run it as tape. But if he keeps lying like he has been every day on stuff this important, all of us should stop broadcasting it. Honestly, it's going to cost lives.
I saw Guy Benson tweeted something out the other night about how CNN and I think MSNBC both they make the same inane argument, but see, sometimes Trump leaves, so he's there with all the experts, Fauci, Dr. Deborah, Dr. What's her name? Gosh, Birx. Yeah, not Bricks. Yeah, Birx. Good old Lance. Lance, it's Birx. You confused me there when you said it was Brick. Anyhow, with all the experts up there on the stage at this podium, he ended the press conference the other night for his part, and they cut away after he left. Now, let that sink in. They're saying he's lying. He's lying. And what he does is he says things like, we're testing more than anybody right now. And I think that's technically true, but maybe it's a little bit inaccurate. Maybe we're not testing as much. We're testing a lot. But they'll say that, oh, Orange Man bad. Orange Man lied. He's standing there answering questions, doing the best he can with a team of these experts. Rachel Maddow believes that you shouldn't hear from Deborah Birx or Tony Fauci, two of the leading disease specialists in the world, because Orange Man bad. That's the mindset. Orange Man bad, and as Guy Benson said in a tweet, they cut away after Trump left and didn't show Birx or Fauci or the rest of them, the Attorney General. Are you kidding me? So they want it both ways. They want ratings. They're big ratings in those. Wow. So now we got the $2 trillion stimulus package. The House is set to vote tomorrow. Here's where we are. We got a lot of yelling about it. We got a lot of complaining about it. We got a lot of people saying they don't like it. The Senate voted unanimously. And now it's up to the House. We're going to see what happens as we bring you another edition of the Mike Gallagher Show